Don't give your team a headache, simplify their data. Automated financial reports hitting our inboxes daily. Let's go see how this is benefiting our general managers and our district managers. Let's go check them out. All right, y'all, let's go find our general manager. A little behind the scenes right here, all right? So today's a crazy day. It's Pizza Wednesday BOGO, buy one, get one free. Hey, Caro. Hey, you got a couple minutes?
Yes.
We're gonna just hop into the office and talk a little bit about the flash reports. Can you just tell me, how are those flash reports coming in daily right now?
So they do come every morning. The flash report that I got the last time, basically it's all green, but it does help me out a lot because every morning that I come in, I have to check numbers to see how I'm doing.
Yeah.
But usually I do check like my numbers on Decision Logic to see where I stand for the day or for the month.
So as soon as you come in, it's like, hey, if I'm green, I'm performing well.
Yes.
And if I'm red, then it's like, oh shoot, like what, something didn't go
Yeah,
well.
it's like kind of like an area and opportunity that I need to work, of course.
So it's like, if it's red, that changes how you're gonna approach the day with your team.
Yes.
If it's green, how does that change how you, I guess, approach your team that day?
Well, even though if it's green, of course, we always want to aim for more. Let's say, I don't know, 3,000, okay, let's aim for 3,200, 3,300. So even though it'll be green or red, we always try to make sure
Always strive for more.
Yes,
I love
always
that.
strive for more.
How were you previously getting your numbers before this report? Because you said you had to log in there, but how many steps did it take to get to where you needed to get?
Logging into Decision Logic and then going into like a specific day and then kind of doing the calculations.
Manual calculations. So
Manual
you're like either writing down,
Yes.
calculator, all that stuff.
Yes, of course.
I see.
Uh-huh.
How much time has this report saved you versus having to go and do all those things?
About 20, 25 minutes
Per day.
per day.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Having this is very helpful because you kind of go in there, see your numbers, and you already kind of know where you stand.
If I told you that this was created with the help of AI, would you believe me?
Yes.
You would.
Yeah, I know that AI has, I don't know, I feel like it's something that has been expanding, and I think it's very helpful when it comes to like, things that, are going to help the business run properly.
All this is owned by us. There's no subscription cost, and
okay.
it's like automated, so it's really cool.
Yes.
But nice. Well, thank you, Caro.
Yeah,
Really
thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you for your time.
All right, let's go talk to Lucy, our district manager. Lucy, you got a couple minutes?
Yes, sir.
Managing and overseeing the 4 Schlotzsky's restaurants before actually these flash reports being implemented.
We would do a lot of spreadsheets,
Okay.
fill them out every single day.
Sounds like a lot of just lengthy tasks, time consuming.
Yes.
Now that you have the flash reports hitting your inbox in the mornings, I guess, what would you say you got back with your time?
It's more of, I open it up, I look at it. If I see color green, I'm like, okay, we're good. If I see color red, I start like looking more into detail. Red, we're under sales, we're under transactions. What do we need to do to bring the sales up to par,
How does having better data help your team actually focus on the guest?
In so many ways. They're more of like, okay, this is a flash report. This is a little snip of my restaurant. Okay,
all in one spot,
all in one
like
spot,
it's
yes.
them not having to log into those platforms.
It actually, with Caro, you can see her sales being over last year's sales.
Nah.
She's managing more, being on top of her team and taking care of her guests and being in the back office, doing all this other stuff.
If I told you that this report was built with AI, would you believe me?
Probably.
The beauty of it is that none of this comes like at a subscription cost to us. All this is
free.
built in-house
Okay.
and automated, every morning for us, or any time of the day that we want. So
Okay.
It's pretty amazing. But that's all I have for today, Lucy. Thank you so much.
Well, no, thank you, Genaro, for
appreciate
creating
you.
this.
Yeah, well, John's one of the biggest factors here. All right, let's go to DQ. Let's go find our general manager. Walk me through this. So every morning, this email comes and hits your inbox. What time does this come in, or?
It depends. There's times it comes in as early as like 9 in the morning, and there's today we received it at 10:30.
When this report comes in the morning, what does it change about how you run your day?
So basically what I do is I gather information, sales trends, transactions, and it lets me know what it is that we have to work on.
So the green, the red, I mean, that's telling you whether you're positive,
Or
negative in
yes.
sales. And is that beneficial to you in any way?
It sure is. Yes, it is.
How does that help you lead your team?
So we have a pre-shift huddle, and as my team is coming in, we're letting them know of our daily goals, right? And so it's a lot easier with this report, like I said, because you don't have to be going into the session summary and gathering that information. When you automatically open your email, you have it all.
How much time would you say that this report has saved you on a daily basis? Like ballpark?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I would say
Dang.
10 minutes.
So you're-
yes,
so you're
'cause
fast.
I also like to compare with my Data Central.
I see,
you know?
I see. So logging into two different platforms then.
Two different platforms, yes.
And that took you only 10 minutes to get all that information? Wow. So 10 minutes per day, every day, all month long.
Yes, when now it's like right in front of me. As my team starts coming in throughout the day, I show them the report, what we have to work on. Hey, it's been raining right now, our sales are down. What it is we have to work on to bring sales, bring transactions.
I think what's super critical in the fast food industry or quick service restaurant industry is that every minute counts. So it's like,
Definitely.
even if you're saving 5 minutes, those 5 minutes count because we're like in the seconds game here.
Right, and so it's saving you 10 minutes. Those extra 10 minutes, you have to be in the floor taking care of your guests.
Cory, if I told you that this report was created with AI, would you believe me?
I would believe you.
Yeah.
Because AI, I to be honest with you, I just got into this AI and chat GPT and stuff, and it's crazy how
much
much
information
you can get
how
out
much
of
you
it,
can
yes.
build. But all this was pretty much built out with AI. No subscription costs. This is all basically housed in-house for us. Obviously, it hits your inbox daily, and we can always edit, change, and add more if we ever want to. So, Cory, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Let's meet up with our Director of Operations here for the Dairy Queen brand. What's going on,
Hey,
Johnny?
what's up, bud?
Hey, not much. Got a couple minutes so we can talk about Flash
of
Reports?
course.
Let me pull up
Pull
a
up a chair, man.
At a Director of Operations level, having to oversee 30 plus restaurants. So I just finished speaking to Cory, and we talked about how that is helping her and benefiting her and her team at a GM level. At a Director of Ops, now we're looking at multiple sites across different regions. So kind of want to start off there.
Well, it's really good report in the sense that it's first and foremost, it's very clean.
Okay.
It's very simple to read. And so all my data, like you mentioned, is consolidated into one report for every single restaurant. And so it presents those areas of opportunity for all of us, really, and allows us to make adjustments right then and there. Well, it's not necessarily live, right?
Okay.
But it is in the sense where these reports are generated at closing from last night.
I see.
And so I usually see them way
First
early
thing
in the morning. So
gotcha.
technically, it is live information because we're getting this information before we open the next day, and it allows us to see whether we had a great day, whether we had a decent day, we had a bad day, where we're at for the week, where we're at for the month. And with this, it allows us to drill down. Like if I want to see a certain restaurant, they're all right here,
All color coded, and I know. So this report's crazy because I'm seeing so many restaurants in it. But okay, so by region, like you were saying earlier.
Yes.
Doing administrative work that for this amount of restaurants, I would imagine would take you an hour a day or something or more?
I'll tell you this much. I'm a little bit older, right? And so I go way back to where we used to actually write stuff down on a daily basis. And then not only write down on a daily basis, we would manually add for a weekly and for the month and then for the year. So it was very, very, very time consuming, right? But now that we have this, it's like you said, it allows us to identify the opportunities quickly.
If I told you that this report was made with AI, would you believe me?
Yes and no. Yes and no. You know.
Why
in the
yes
sense-
and why no?
Well, yes, in the sense that it's super clean. It's
Got you.
very detailed. It's easy for me to understand, for our team to understand, and then no, in the sense that it's a lot of information.
So it's like, how can this even be possible?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I know AI is very capable, very
Yeah.
powerful, but I mean, usually we think of AI for like emails, for like maybe creating an image, like
True.
a weird image or whatever, right?
That's the cool part. It is and has been worked on with AI. So this is something that John has been working countless hours and days on. And truthfully, we've both been kind of just going back and forth on it. It's nice to actually see and be here, you know, quote unquote, boots on the ground and seeing what it's actually doing for our general managers, our district managers, director of ops. But yeah, AI played a major factor in building this out. And that helps us, you know, have a zero subscription cost, having it customizable, having it, you know, arrive at whatever times we want. We can add more details to it. So that's the beauty of it. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
sir.
your time, man.
G, always a pleasure, bud.
Yes, sir.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
All right, let's talk to Marcus Barbosa, our VP of Operations here in our corporate office. All right, so we just got back from some of our restaurants. I went and visited with some of our Dairy Queen restaurants, Schlotzsky's restaurants, got to talking to some of the general managers, district managers, and we focused on talking about the flash report. So from your seat, can you just tell me a little bit about what you're seeing when it comes to the flash report arriving? You know, you're in charge of the entire operations, you know, company wide. So you must have a different view than what everyone else is seeing.
I see the entire business, our business, which is Schlotzsky's and Dairy Queen. So it comes through an email. I'm able to examine it from a day to a week to a month to a year. And this is what they get as well. I think I left out week to date. So yeah, very, very valuable information.
So like on the top, when you're walking me through from top to bottom, it's all brands. This is the entire company wide. You're seeing full numbers, day, week to date, month to date, year to date.
Yes, sir.
As you scroll down, you're seeing both brands broken down.
Right.
And then now you're saying by store.
So this is the Schlotzsky's brand. This is the aggregate of all 4 restaurants for day, week, month, and year. Yes, sir.
Before this report existed, how did you have to do it?
It was basically the same way. It was just more time consuming. It was really the accuracy. There was some accuracy issues as well. There was some delays, whether we were closed or if it was a leap year or if there was a holiday. Things always were changing, so you really didn't get the data you wanted. You got numbers, but you didn't know if the data or the numbers were accurate.
Have you noticed a difference in their performance in any way by them saving those times, like the 10 minutes that they're saving, the 20 minutes? Would you say that communicates or results to the trending path to positivity or anything in that nature?
Yeah, I think it's helped them a lot in reducing the time they spend on a seat. You don't get anything done on a seat when you're working in a restaurant. You have to be on your feet. But I think the biggest thing behind all this is that I truly believe in the restaurant business, we all have invisible shovels, right? We all have invisible shovels. And this data gives us the coordinates of where to go digging. If we didn't have this data, it'd be digging holes in the complete dark.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. If I was to tell you that this entire report was built with AI, would you believe me?
What you see and read about AI on any social platform, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of that's a question I asked everyone, and the funny and cool part. And yeah, I mean, this was basically built and running on AI, so it's really cool. John
probably
put a lot of.
How long did it take to do something like that?
Well, I mean, it's like constant maintenance also. So it's like, you always want to see what it's giving you and kind of just maintaining it, making sure that accurate,
Right.
The data is accurate. But I mean, something like this can get pretty much built out in less than a day.
Wow.
Probably a
amazing.
couple hours or less. All right, y'all. So we went from the restaurant floor to our corporate office. Different seats, same information. The data is sitting right in front of you. The question is it talking to you? Subscribe, share. This is RestroTech.